it's harder when you're there for a day. But I just try and feel like I'm at home. I always like getting picked up from the airport because it makes me feel like I'm coming home to something and I'm not, and I never feel like a stranger. So it's just little subtleties and things like that. But just being able to relax and just being excited to come home. And I also love my alone time. I love it. And people don't always see that because I love being around people and I'm an extrovert,
Yeah.
but I love coming home and doing nothing and listening to music and sitting in the bath for 3 hours, which is probably so unhealthy for you as a human being to do.
Oh no,
But I
one of my
just,
favorite things,
you
hands
know,
down. Away from people, just hot water, and you can put a film or something on. Oh, bliss! This,
yeah, so I do that every day. That's it for me. It's like do a show, good or bad, whatever happens. I come home from the theater and I have a bath, or I lie in bed, or I relax, and it doesn't matter what happened in that room. I did my best and I gave it my all, and now I'm home, and you're only left with you. And that's something I had to adjust to when I was traveling when I was younger, is you get really caught up in the storm and the surrounding of people and all these things going on and eyes on you all the time. But there's those really lonely moments where you go from being in a theater with hundreds of people that are standing for you and cheering you and shouting your name to an empty room when you're on the floor on your hands and knees packing up your props at 3 in the morning, and it's silent and it's dark and there's no life in the theater, and it's like
yeah,
an empty museum all of a sudden, and that's lonely. So if you're not cool with yourself and you don't love the moments where it's just you, it can be really consuming because that gets really lonely. And you also, when you're on the road, it's not like you don't share it with anybody. You have the greatest show of your life, and then you walk back into your apartment with all this joy and you look around and you're like, there's nothing and no one here. It is just me. I get to tell myself how great it is, and that's it. So you just gotta be okay and really cool. And through that, I think is why I learned that I loved my alone time and how I got so comfortable, because I think I wasn't. I would always been an extrovert and always loved being around people, and I was always chasing that. And I think until I was forced to be alone and acknowledge the ups and downs and only have the responses of me and no one else, did I become comfortable with just having myself to talk to.
I love that. I love that. We're very similar in that sense. That kind of, because
Yeah.
just now, while I'm trying to find out what the hell I want to do in this ball, this spinning ball we call Earth, I'm
Yeah.
I'm single just now, so I kind of enjoy this podcast because it lets me put that
Mhm.
creative thing out. Lets me be me. But I love just chilling, throwing on the bath of that, and I love how you've found yourself. You're not playing the character like certain rock bands where they destroy hotels and
Mhm.
that. You're just kind of being switching off from performer to being person. You've got that ability to switch. Do you find that helps having like Sean Farquhar, the International Brotherhood of Magicians? You have these networks that allow you to teach you the tricks of the trade, so to speak.
Yeah, also another great question, and the fact that you know that stuff is great, so thank you. Um, I think those people play a huge role in it because they kinda hold my hand through all of it, and I've also the benefit for me is I've grown up in the industry of magic, so I feel like I have 100 dads. I feel like I've had all these people that have seen me as this brace-faced, passionate kids, and to them, as big as I get, that's who I'll always be. And I get to come home, and when I work in Sean's theater and I'm surrounded by people here, it is that's all I am. That's all I have to be. I don't have to be superhero. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to say the right words. I don't have to calculate my conversation. I don't have to always think about what my next move is. I just get to be me with people that love what I do, and they just I mean, I definitely keep my ego in check. Let's say that is